Swayze, how would you describe where this program's at and where Coach Hall has kind of taken it to this point?
Coach Hall, he's doing great. He's doing nothing but projecting positive energy everywhere we go. We're uplifting each other while we compete, and which is really good to have as a team. Lots of competition, but also team unity, team bonding, which is what we're doing. So I really love the direction Coach Hall is taking us.
Swayze, could you talk about how your responsibilities or how things have changed for you in this new defensive scheme?
The scheme is a lot like our other scheme in ways, but it's also very different in ways too. We're mixing backers around. We're weak side, strong side, depending on formation, which is a lot different than what we have been doing, but also like the run fits are still like the same. So you're still fitting A gap, you're still fitting C gap, wherever you're going to fit, but you may be doing it from a different position now. And so learning the new verbiage and everything that goes along with the new defense is definitely a challenge at first because everything's new, so you haven't heard it all before. But once you can correlate that to what you've done in the past, it's really not that bad.
Do you feel like the scheme gives y'all ability to be a little more versatile as a defense?
I definitely think that. I think we got lots of guys that can play different positions. And then the coaching staff's going to put the best guys out there in certain situations. So if we got a guy who's really good at playing man, we're going to put him in when we run a man defense. But if we got a good zone guy, we're going to put him in when we run zone defense. So this defense really gives us a lot of versatility for sure.
Swayze, are you guys still kind of, to a certain extent, running the bear front? Or are y'all more in a, I guess, traditional type of defense now? What are some of the things, I guess, people look at you on the field that may be different?
Well, a lot of times we're going to start out in a 3-down front, but by the time the play goes on, we're creating bear from 3-man. And so we're doing that, or we're putting 4 down and we're going to dropping. So it's really just based off what they're in and what we want to do against it.
What has been the response to Austin Armstrong? I know he's a young guy. He's 27 years old. How do you see the players relate to him, and how does he interact with the players?
I think everyone is reacting great to Coach Armstrong. We love him. He's different than what we've had before, which is good. Change is good. Helps everyone stay on their toes, everyone be refreshed. And so the energy that Coach Armstrong is bringing is great. And I think it brings everyone together and it helps him relate to us. And then we're going to relate to him back because he's a younger guy. And so he knows what it's like to be a college student. And he knows that he's not going to try to hold us too long because we have schoolwork, stuff like that. But he also knows that it's time to work and it's time to get things done.
Swayze, what's the biggest difference? I mean, I guess, what's the biggest difference coaching staff is in the way you guys practice? What's the biggest difference you notice right now?
Right now, the tempo is a lot faster. So everything is running from drill to drill. Every team period is tempoed. If you're not looking at the sideline, getting the signal, you're going to be lost out there, which is good. I think we're going to be super in shape. I don't think we're ever going to get tired when it comes to game days. And so I really like how the tempo in our practice is really preparing us for game time.
Swayze, can you give me your impressions of the new strength coach, Lance Ankar?
Oh, I love Coach LA. He's a man's man. He wants us coming there. He wants us to get hyped, to get excited, lift heavy weight, and just be there for us. He always texting us, "Hey, let me know if you need anything. Hey, gym's open. Y'all come get a lift in. We got arm farm today. Come get your arms big." And so we just, he's a player's coach, and he loved that.
Yeah, Swayze, you got some guys back on the field, and Jock and Rakeem. What's it like to have Rashawn and everybody back in there?
Oh, it's great to have more depth than we already had. With Booth coming back to linebackers, I felt like we had the most depth on the team at linebacker last year. I may have been biased because I was one of them, but now we just add another guy in there. And then with Jock and Ray coming back, that's just more depth, more experience that we already had. And so I think it's really, really going to help us, especially from a depth and experience standpoint.